and welcome to Weekend. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday morning. It's about to get better. Coming up today, singer and all-round nice guy Joe McElderry, the one and only Russell Grant, and one of the funniest women I've ever met, best-selling author and my mate Kathy Lett. She's got a hilarious new book to tell us all about. And the music comes from one of my favourite singer-songwriters, Narina Palo, who'll be live in this studio. Let's get going. My first guest loves nothing more than being #1. He won the X Factor, then won Pop Star to Opera Star, then had to go to the skiing, won the Jump too. Now he's got a brand new album that's sure to be a winner. Joe McElderry, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
You're #1. #1 in my life, anyway.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations on the album. Came out yesterday. You must be very excited.
I am. I'm nervous, though, because I haven't done an album in a few years.
5 years?
Yeah, so it's been a bit of time.
Yeah, but you've had so many hits since you won X Factor. Something like 4 top albums?
Yeah.
It's been amazing.
Which kind of adds to the pressure a little bit.
Does it?
Yeah, because you do...
Tell us about this one, then. What's different about this one?
So this is Saturday Night at the Movies. It's all songs off movies and musicals. And obviously I've just been doing Joseph, so we kind of been working with Bill Kenwright, and we wanted to kind of do an album together to kind of celebrate the experience of doing Joseph with his company.
And there surely is Any Dream Will Do on there, isn't there?
Of course, a little Any Dream Will Do Close Every Door medley.
Way, lovely. And you've been singing those, what, 10 times a week?
10 times a week.
For the last, what, year and a...
Yeah, so we did January to June last year, then I've just done January to June this year, and then I go back out on the road after my tour in September till Christmas.
Goodness me, that's hard work.
It is, but you know what, there's something where you know with that show, it's like there's something about that music that as soon as it kind of starts, you kind of just, it just happens. It's one of those shows, like, it doesn't stop, obviously, it's all music throughout, you know, there's not a script or anything, and the minute it begins, you just get this buzz of energy and you're off. And
you recorded the album in one of your days off from Joseph, didn't you?
Yeah, so we did 10 shows a week, and then I literally left each venue on a Saturday night or early Sunday morning. Yeah. Went straight to the studio and did a Sunday and Monday full days recording, then back to wherever we were. It was
You're a workhorse.
Yeah, well, it was intense. It was intense, but it was actually quite helpful because I was in great voice of doing the show every day. So
it's like an athlete, isn't it? The more you do it, the easier it gets.
But they were kind of like, it was quite funny. The producers in the studio were like, "You're just quieting down."
Oh, because you're giving it...
Yeah, I was giving it, like, large, as if I was performing to an audience, and they're like, just sing a bit softer, you know, like...
Now, listen, I've got a bone to pick with you, OK, because I did Joseph back in the day, many, many years ago, and I had to wear a really long blonde wig. I've seen a photo of you, and you're not wearing one. Look, have a look at this. So there you are on the right. Don't laugh too much, that's me on the left. And it's not my own hair.
I think your boots are nicer than mine, though.
Oh, thank you very much. No one's looking at the boots, Joe, let me tell you, no one. But did you not have to wear a long wig in it?
No, I mean, on that was before I actually did the show, that photo. So my hair was kind of, like, short in terms of how I normally have it. Right. And then on the first year, last year, my hair was out of control. So it was, like, huge curly hair. It's kind of a little bit toned down now because I've had a few weeks off. So, but yeah, so I suppose in a way it was wild in a different way, but I don't think I could rock a blonde wig somehow.
Well, as you can see, neither could I.
I think you pulled it off.
Your first foray into musical theatre was at school, wasn't it? You did Grease in the school production?
Yeah. I auditioned for it, though, thinking that I would just get a part at the back. I had no confidence, and I thought, I'll just get a bit at the back, ensemble. It'll make us a little bit more confident and hopefully step out of my comfort zone. And when I got there, none of the other boys in the school could sing. Oh, no. So I was stood there, still didn't think I would get the part, and at the end of the kind of audition session, they put this big poster up outside of this corridor the next day. It was like something off one of them High School Musical movies. Everyone was at the board, and nobody could believe that I got the part, because I'd never done any singing in school.
So you were the lead?
To that. I was. I played Danny Zuko.
And how did it feel?
I mean, petrifying. But it was that thing of, it was actually throw myself in at the deep end, and it actually, I was like, oh, this is all right, actually, and I started to kind of enjoy it and trust that my nerves were kind of just something that you would have to deal with. It's
funny, in those early days, it seems that you had the arts in your life, but you were always on the outside looking in. You had a job in a theatre restaurant, didn't you?
I did. I was a dishwasher in the theatre restaurant, which I actually go and play now. It's a brilliant venue, Customs House in South Shields.
They tell me you used to sing quite a lot.
I did. So I'd wash the dishes. They would then send the desserts out. I would throw a black shirt on. I would go out and perform while they ate the desserts. Brilliant. And then I would come back in, throw the apron back on and wash all of the dishes.
Wow.
Yeah. And,
That's incredible.
Yeah, it was great. I used to love it. I used to think I was some kind of pop star. It was...
And then you were. Because people, you know, forget about X Factor. You were so young on that show, weren't you?
18.
18.
Well, 17 when I first went through all of the rounds, and then I turned 18 through the filming in the summer, which is... I honestly don't know how I actually did that. I still kind of question how you get through it. It's such an intense process, and it's an amazing experience. But I think the thing that I always say, I think my naivety of the industry and the business was actually what helped us, because I was so like, oh, this is so exciting, that I didn't actually have to deal with the kind of ruthlessness of it.
But let's face it, it is exciting as well, isn't it?
Oh,
you sang with George Michael, for goodness sake.
I know, incredible.
You know, how many people can say that?
It was, that's the great thing about that show, you know, the platform you get from it, first of all, and then the fact that you get to meet all of these, like, icons, you know, and legends, and they're all just stood around you, like, warming up and singing and everything.
What was he like?
Wonderful. Like, such a lovely, humble man. You know, I did the duet with him. I did the rehearsal, and he said, you know, and he invited me and Cheryl to his, like, Winnebago trailer.
OK.
And we just sat and had, like, a cup of tea with him. All three of us were just sitting chatting. One of the most surreal moments of my life.
You're pinching yourself.
Yeah, I was literally... I think we were... For some reason, I feel like we were all in, like dressing gowns. Like, because we were all getting ready to go into, like, show outfits.
Now you're just showing off, Joe. Come on.
And I just remember sitting there thinking, this is insane.
Yeah, because your mum loved George Michael
obsessed.
as well.
I grew up listening to him, so that I was actually a fan of him anyways, from her playing all of his music. So when I didn't find out until the Thursday night before the Saturday show, and I phoned her and she's like, you're lying. You're lying. And she still said that when I'm actually singing, just before I introduced him, she said, I had this awful feeling that he just wasn't going to be there. And you were going to be singing on your own. It was a lookalike. Yeah. But amazing memory. And it's so sad, obviously, that he passed away.
So the summer you'll be on tour with your own show?
Yeah, so we're on the road now, yeah.
And so you start tonight, of course? Yeah.
Tonight in Windsor, yes.
And then the tour will finish, you'll go back into Joseph.
Yeah, I think there's like 4 or 5 days in between. And then I'll be done on the loincloth again.
Which is always a great moment.
Oh, no. Straight after summer as well. I need to get the smoothies back out.
I think it was the worst moment of my life. There were 4 or 5 women of a certain age fussing around me, and then all of a sudden they just parted and they left me in front of this mirror wearing nothing but a tiny, tiny miniskirt, and they said, this is what you wear for the show. I honestly felt sick.
Same. Well, I thought it was for, like, one song. And I thought, when we get one song, it'd be fine. And they started putting all these different coloured loincloths on and everything. And I was like, so where's the actual outfit that covers my body for the whole show? And they were like, it's not really one. You sing one song and then it's loincloth all the way.
Yeah, after a month, I loved it. Don't wear anything around the house now, just the loincloth, to be honest with you. That's a nice vision for you. And South Shields, I know, very important to you, as always. You'll never move, will you? I
don't think so. I mean, I'm lucky that with work I kind of spend a lot of time away, and then when I get time back there, it's like good quality time. But, I mean, I think I worked it out the other day. I've been in my house for 2 weeks of this year. Yeah. So, literally...
God, I hope you're renting it.
That's what somebody else had just said. So, yeah, I haven't seen much of it, but after Christmas, I'll get a big bulk of time off, so I'm looking forward to that.
And still in touch with Cheryl?
Now and again, not all the time.
You haven't sung to a baby yet?
No. No.
I thought she'd be on the phone with you. Another lullaby, please, Joe. Come on, won't sleep.
Yeah, send them all to sleep.
I didn't mean that. Hey, listen, I'm thrilled for your success. As I say, you're a real grafter. You'll hang around for the show, won't you?
Of course.
Even though he's on tour tonight. Wow. After the break, one of Britain's brightest singer-songwriters, Narina Paolo, is performing. Hey, she wrote a song for you on your first album.
She did. I did a cover of Real Late Starter.
Yeah.
It's a great track. It's a great track.
Brilliant, brilliant singer-songwriter. She'll be performing. Plus, the hilarious and very talented Kathy Lett tells me about her latest bestseller. Don't go anywhere.